What's going on, beautiful souls? I'm using my phone audio right now. I'm letting my phone charge. So please let me know if the phone audio is actually decent, especially to my listeners. I'm gonna be swapping out I'm probably gonna try 2 other mics that I have. I'm working on a mic audio test video. I wanna see how they sound in the car. But what's going on, beautiful souls? Something that's been on my mind. I wanted to wing my fatherhood video to see how I do and use a little bit of AI to chop it up and get some, not AI, and it's AI, but I'm not making it in the reels. I'm gonna use CapCut Pro to take out all my uhs and my blank spaces and my dead space in my video. Something that's been on my mind, or a statement before I jump off and do my fatherhood video, is young men, I know you may want to, like, you'll get to a point where it seems like you think because a man is older, the statement in my head, right? Just because a man is older don't mean he's mature, right? Doesn't mean he's more mature than you are. You got to realize some of these fools, they don't have your best interests at heart. It's something that you might be serious about, and I realize it's about men and women. But with men, you still gotta watch yourself, because a nigga be jealous of you and try to destroy what you building, right? Off of jealousy. Females do that shit all the time, but like niggas, it's like, man, woman is trying to destroy it. Like a man, they gonna try to. It's gonna be more of like a death. But what I do realize is, please know who and what to say to people, right? Please know who you're talking to and what not to say to them. It's a lot of people that, like, because of how they act, they're only allowed this specific version of me. They don't get anything else. And my thing is, will they ever notice it? No, because I was never opening myself all the way completely to these individuals anyway. They were never friends. They were barely associates, right? The only niggas that ever really wanted to be cool with me or friends, it was niggas that I was able to do more for them. And the crazy thing is, at the time, I didn't even feel like I had anything. Of course, I'm thinking it's genuine. I'm thinking it's love. I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's love, in my opinion. It's love in my mind. But it was only for what I could possibly do for them, or you know, how I can assist them and help them out, or I was always there. You'll start noticing when you pull yourself away, it's certain stuff that you're gonna have to eliminate first. It's a lot of vices and things that you're gonna have to eliminate. I'm speaking that for myself, of course. It's a lot of things that I know I have to remove from my life to get the full cleansing that I would need. But I say it all the time. You may not like it, but you gotta watch. You gotta watch your girl. You gotta watch who she around. You gotta watch if your girl got a best friend and they got problems at home, or like, don't say. And it's not like you being nosy, but what I'm saying is, you'll start noticing, depending on how this woman act, you need to check and see what her other avenues are, who she's talking to, and what other portals are open, right? Because from what I see, I have no idea what page this is gonna go on, but from what I see, from what I observe, I notice a lot of individuals are like 2 peas in a pod. I don't really feel like I have anybody. It wouldn't be like that's my best friend. I don't have nobody that in my life that I feel like I'm 2 peas in a pod with. They don't know me like that. It ain't nobody right now that know me like that. And of course they're gonna say, oh, as soon as people find out you a Virgo, if they actually into astrology, it's like, oh my gosh, I know exactly how you act. That's how you act. You just push everybody away. Nobody is useful for you, huh? Oh my God. And I do the best that I can. I've been healing. I've been pushing myself. I've been working on myself. Even some of the men that I had a meeting. I had a a meeting for my job. Everybody in the district was pretty much there. So it was a pretty massive meeting, right? And of course I could feel like it's something going on with me and why I'm trying to chop it up or talk to people, and everything just kind of seemed like not even surface level. Sit down. Not even surface level, but it's like, it's just bland. Like a bunch of souls that I don't really want to connect with. And it's just like, we can talk about a job to make the job easier. That would have definitely been helpful even when I got hired. That would have been hella helpful. But like most of these cats, you know what I'm saying, like to even sit down and have a conversation, it's gonna take effort. And that's what I'm like, I'm not really interested. That's what I'm like, most of the people that I actually want to learn from, I'm learning from them right now. I think a long time ago, like I made a video and it was like the heartbreaking understanding that I had to have when it comes to like my black men. And it was just like, it's levels to it. Just like it's, nobody gonna say statements like that, but like realizing if you want to be bougie, it's true levels to that. In reality, the bougie that I am right now is kind of like a broke bougie, and that's just me being honest with myself right now. But it's like, in the real world, when you get money, it's a bunch of souls, depending on how you carry yourself, they don't want to be around you, right? And it's just like, you might look up to them, and that was the statement that I made. I may look up to some of these individuals, but in real life, they would never want to speak to me. And that's why I'm just like, I guess it comes down to actually being a humble individual and actually growing and not being strange. But that's more of the cold part. I feel like I stay to myself. I'm humble. I'm a good dude. I grew up in the church. I made mistakes just like everybody else, but I'm not a weirdo. There's some of these dudes that's borderline pedophiles. I'm telling you, it get creepy out here. It get hella creepy out here. 1 second. Alright, so one of the main things that I would say about being a young man, from what I'll probably tell my brother, like to keep his head up and probably what to realize and understand, is that just like I tell anybody in my family, honestly, I'm like, to be truthful, you really got the juice. You just need to know the best way to get people to drink it. Pause. Like, you're really pretty dope. There's a lot of understanding that you already have. It's like, you'll realize like you really don't want the life of a lot of the homies that you think are dope, that you think are cool, that you think may be doing better than you. And that's the crazy part. Most of the time, more than half the time, you're in a better position than they are. That's why I said, as a young man, really learn how to focus, really learn how to pick a lane, really learn how to figure out what you really want to do. And if you don't know, it's okay to ask, or it's okay to switch up your life every now and then. Nobody's saying that you gotta have it all together and be in complete understanding. Now I gotta wipe my windows down so I can do these videos a little bit cleaner. But what did Mr. Keep It Simple say? He was like, stack your crumbs, build your pie. It's a lot of souls that you don't really want to rock with, and you think, that's what I'm saying, you think you want what they have, but they don't really have nothing. And what they have is probably cursed. I think I'm back. I've been wasting my memory so fast, I gotta clean up my phone again. But figure out what you want to do. Find somebody educated that knows what you want to do. There's courses out. If you want to be a YouTuber, buy a course. I'm telling you, it'll save you some headache. If you can't buy, I'm saying, I'm thinking about making a little course, but I'm not at the success that I want to be at. What can I really say to folk? That's how I'm viewing it in my mind. I need more success to specifically be talking about this YouTube stuff. I ain't there yet, clearly. I'm getting one page got 700, the other page got 800, but the one that got 800 is dead followers because I ain't been posting to that page. But then again, as soon as I start posting to it, that page is right there close to 1,000. It's like, as soon as I figure out one, I'm gonna potentially have 3 to 4 pages once I figure out only one of them. But I've been going through this. I already got 400, 500, 600 videos posted. Not all quality, but I've been trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. What people are gonna watch from me and what are they not. And you find your niche and you go hard with it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of this stuff is more easier than people be trying to make it seem. Focus. Stop worrying about everybody else's business. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Stop worrying about what Keisha doing. She probably fucking somebody else. That went left real fast. Stop focusing on what everybody is doing. You'll get so much done, and then the thing is, they gonna circle back around trying to figure out what you doing when you stable. Let people focus on whatever they want to focus on. And that's the thing. I wish I would have known more when I was younger. I wish I would have had somebody that was really on my side, that was really trying to make sure that I wouldn't. But that's not everybody's responsibility. You can feel like I wish. R. Kelly song, but your daddy should have been there. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I make fun of myself, because it's a good portion of us that had to learn without fathers. Realize that. It's a good portion of us that had to figure this out without dads. And by the time our dads popped up, it was too late, because we was too busy teaching them. That was at that point, we teaching them more than they teaching us. Ain't that crazy? But like I see the success. I see where I can go. I see what I can do. I see what I can build. But I know, I like I said it before, the level of focus it has to be different. I'm trying to, like, what I got going on right now, like, I might shut some of it down, refocus. Facebook is not, I'm probably gonna continue to grow it. I'm probably gonna pay somebody. Thinking about paying somebody to get a calendar for me, but some of that don't really mean nothing anyway. Because why would you put money behind something that's not making you money? And that's the reason why I put money behind Facebook. Facebook actually makes me money. That's why I said I'm gonna have to end up paying somebody. And that's the thing. I'm already making money from these social media platforms. God has already blessed me with that. It's a maintaining at that point. It's trying to figure out how to keep it going. It's trying to figure out how to keep that ball rolling. It's trying to figure out how to multiply it. It's trying to figure out how to put money back into my business that I was making with my business. I gotta say, I'm thankful to even be able to have the knowledge to be able to do some of these things. Now it's like, okay, God, I see you trying to help me become more stable and get myself. And that's the thing. God, that's another funny thing. This is something I'll tell my brother. God, what you'll realize is you're going to get chances. You're going to mess up. You're going to get another chance. You're going to mess up. But that's why I say, if you do this, if you do the messing up in the lines of what you already have going on with yourself, you'll be perfectly fine. It has to be along the lines of what you're already doing for yourself. You still got to be focused. A good statement would be, you don't need to be slipping off into no pussy. Not even by accident. We already know what that causes. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's cool. It's cool to be the dude that you want to be. The dude. Damn. You really. I don't know what the hell is going on. Did y'all see that? It's cool to be the dude, like, saying stay out the pussy. And it's funny because it's like, it's a bunch of dudes on the planet that's gonna be like, bro, you probably don't even get none. What are you saying? What are you even talking about? Right? But then it's gonna be like, that's the dude that probably is cleared of all his trauma and cleared of all his baggage, right? Of course he feel good. Know what I'm saying? It's some niggas that don't want none of that. Know what I'm saying? They want the pain. They want the drama. Right? I'm not one of those, but I'm telling you, like, I already know it is. It's fools out there. They want the pain. They want the trauma. They want the drama and the drama. T and D. They want. And for some odd reason, they don't be wanting their life to get well. I be crying to God, bro. I be crying to God. I was saying, my brother, my brother seen me shed tears. My daughter seen me shed tears. And I can sit here and say, well, men ain't supposed to shed tears. Sometimes I be having a hard day just like everybody else. Right? And it's like, now when I get mad, it's stuff that like, you shake it off. It's like when they say, oh, she shed her last tear, she's never going back, or whatever the statement is when they be trying to make women be all dramatic about crying for the last time, or Mary J. Blige and some of her music. I have a level of understanding now. So the issue is now I feel so numb to it that when I get to where I'm getting to, I'm not even going to bat an eye. People going to be in your face. People going to say something. Somebody going to be looking for something. Somebody going to be looking for a handout. Somebody going to be looking for assistance outside of what I'm willing to give, because I gave a lot already to the game. I'm not talking about right now, but I'm talking about in the future. But I give a lot. I show love. I don't open my mouth or carry myself with intentions when I meet somebody or when I see somebody. I already know people gonna be shook when I start fucking with them, because like I was a real one. I was actually interested in looking out for my people. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't one of those cases where you had to scratch my back for me to scratch yours. No, I fuck with you. I scratch your back because you my people. Ain't that the dopest way to do it? Because you my people, I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with you. Remember when I told you I be recording and I be having people be watching us. They be all up in our face. Boo. They be all up in our grill. Boo. I really I'll end up cutting the whole video off when I see it. Sorry, Sasha. I end up cutting my whole video off sometimes when I see when I see people watching me. I be thinking it's hella awkward sometimes. I don't know where I cut myself off at, but I don't mind repeating it. But like I said, as a young man, depending on what you want to do, if you already got the idea, cool. If you got the idea, and that's the thing, that's one thing. But I realize it's a lot of souls that they don't really want to help. They want you to pay. If they already set in stone and then they already got their business going, understood. But what I realize is the people that the information that you're looking for, one, you can find it for free. They've given it away for free. They've most likely given it away for free if they're dope as fuck, right? But that's not the point. The point is they've been in the game. They got skin in the game. And that's what you want. You want somebody that got skin in the game. Now you found somebody that got skin in the game. They can show you how to be successful. Now I gotta let you know, side note, everybody's training is not gonna be good. Everybody trying to teach you this information is not gonna be solid. You might get it on the first try. You might find somebody that was dope enough to give you everything that you need on the first try. But it's a lot more souls that they gotta go through buying 4, 5, 6 trainings to get what they really looking for. And I'm just being honest. I've seen it plenty of times. Myself, depending on like training, I'm taking 3 or 4 courses. Of course, one course should be suffice. No, but I like to study. I want different teachers. Not necessarily like 20, but learning information from a couple different sources is always a good thing. Especially if the information is the same across the board. And maybe different techniques, because everybody knows exactly what they're talking about. Finding what you want to do, finding an instructor or a teacher, and then keeping your head down. Funding this with a regular job. Not trying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't even really want to talk about it. But I could have lived a completely different life. I grew up around cannabis my whole life, and my thing is like, I saw a funny video about it, and it was just like, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be? It'd be niggas trying to be part-time drug dealers. There's a lot of things that are legal now that wasn't legal back in the day. In Cali, weed is legal, so now, but it's like, it's a bunch of fools that they be trying to, they gotta have the regular day job, and they gotta have the night job, and they gotta have the midday job. And I'm just like, bro, like, some people do the life some people live, it don't even be fun. They be thinking, you be thinking that they flexing or they really got some money in their pocket, and they really don't. I know fools that blew through, I know fools that blew through money. Somebody in their family passed away, and they didn't get no better. Listen to what I said. They mama left them something, and some of these fools still didn't get no better. They didn't do no healing. They weren't able to buy them a house with the money. They wasn't able to start a business with the money. They just blew the money. Listen to what they just blew it. It's plenty of folk like that. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about how much money you can touch. It's about how much money you can keep. And it's a lot of fools. They gonna spend money as soon as they touch it. That's what I'm trying to teach my daughter, something different. That's what I'm trying to let her know, that a lot of this stuff don't really mean nothing. You're gonna be sitting here trying to chase something.